We're going to keep the action moving here at EFC 8, the Battle for Blood 2, Dan. Right now, making his way out to the cage, Shawn Moffit. And I'm actually looking very excited to see this guy fight.
You've had your eye on Moffit a little bit since Media Day. You say, something's up with that guy.
The look in his eye.
Pure mischief.
This guy's nickname, get a hold of this, Dan, the murder scene. If that tells you anything about this man, I won't say what happened earlier in the back, but there was an incident in the back with this guy, and he had some people looking like, oh my goodness. So I'm interested to see, I'm just interested to see what this guy brings to the table. He's making his kickboxing debut here tonight. He took this fight on 1 day's notice.
Yeah, I misspoke earlier when I said Apodaca actually was the one that gained weight. It was actually Moffit that had to gain a couple of pounds because, like, as you said, he took this very last-minute notice. So props to him for helping make this fight happen.
One of the best quotes from him yesterday, he was like, I was like, what got you in the fight? And he's like, well, I'm from New York, and I moved to Kansas. And he's like, people here like to fight. He's like, so it just kind of happened naturally. But I want people to know that I am a real mother, and you can fill in the rest of that. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I've been up in New York for some kickboxing matches with Zerger, actually. And they were amazed about at the amount of fighters that Kansas has sent up to New York. And I'm like, well, there's nothing else to do here except for punch your friends.
Punch your friends and drink a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least.
Yes, Shawn Moffit's a brawler and a street fighter and angry.
You see him walking out with the Valor t-shirt, but he's actually being cornered tonight, it looks like, by Jake Fox of Fox Fitness.
The murder scene, Shawn Moffit. This fight's being sponsored. This fight card teletape is being brought to you by Orca and Top Shot. Now making his way to the EFC cage, his opponent, John Ibarra. John Ibarra, another product of the caveman's basement. He is also making his kickboxing debut tonight. Said he's worked a lot on his endurance. Said he's not trying to get gassed out. He's worked a lot on his stamina.
Yeah, that can actually be a bigger issue for newer fighters, more than your actual skill set, is your cardio and your stamina. If you come out and, balls to the wall for the first 10 seconds, that might be the only good 10 seconds you get in the entire first round.
He said he's going to look to try to keep this a fast-paced fight, and he's going to try to create some fireworks here in the EFC cage here tonight, Dan.
If he's going to keep it up-tempo, then it'll be really interesting to see how well he can control his breathing and pace himself at that higher-paced tempo.
Let's head up to the ring with Chris Gerhard for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 3 rounds in the EFC welterweight division and is brought to you by Orco and Top Shot Paint Repair. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a brawler, making his kickboxing debut. He stands 5'11", weighed in at 159 pounds, fighting out of Wichita, Kansas. Please welcome Shawn, the Murder Scene Moffit. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a striker, making his kickboxing debut. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 160 pounds, fighting out of Caveman's Cave by way of Wichita, Kansas. Please welcome John Ibarra. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for tonight's fight card, please check out on your phone at efcfight.com.
Referee Nick Behrens, the third inside of the cage here. 3 2-minute rounds of amateur kickboxing action underway. Moffit in the black with gray trim. Ibarra in the all black. You can see Ibarra coming out with a couple of big wild shots, trying to find that distance on Moffit, the bigger, taller man.
And that was really good overhand right there from Ibarra. Ibarra's main thing that he's going to have to do is get past Moffit's reach, and he cannot run straight into him.
Oh! Big, huge shot from the murder scene.
You will run straight into a fist if you run straight in.
He ran in and got straight dropped, Dan.
I really don't need to say anything. He just showed exactly what I was trying to explain.
He said he did exactly what you were trying to tell the people. And you can see his strategy hasn't changed. You can see he's going straight in. And Moffit is going to look to do the same thing. Knock him out.
Ibarra needs to get his composure and he needs to calm down. He got put on his butt,
you can see,
but he's not out of this.
You can see Ibarra is definitely throwing some wild shots right now. You can see, like you said, he definitely needs to calm down, get his bearings about himself. Another knockdown from Shawn Moffit.
And Nick Behrens calls it.
Nick Behrens declares no knockdown.
No, I'm sorry. No knockdown. Sorry about that.
No knockdown declared from Nick Behrens.
You can
slip.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Behrens calls it. Shawn Moffit with the nice kickboxing debut.
Yeah, Nick Behrens was actually dusting off his gloves, and he looked at his eyes, and his eyes didn't look quite right, and you could tell Ibarra wasn't quite sure where he was, and Nick Behrens making the correct call, keeping our fighters as safe as possible.
Nick Behrens, that's one of the great things about him as a referee. He's always looking to keep the fighter safe. He looked right, and Ibarra's eyes looked left, and that was all she wrote for him tonight. Great victory here for the murder scene, Shawn Moffit, at EFC 8, the Battle for Blood 2.
Good. Props to Ibarra. He really came in and was aggressive. He came out and he was all game. Unfortunately, part of his game plan was running straight forward, and Moffit just put those punches straight down the pipe and connected with the chin of Ibarra, and that was about all he had to do for that night.
Let's head up to the ring with Chris Gerhard for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 36 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Shawn Murder Scene Moffit.